He is the sexiest man at a one-man show. Ladies and gentlemen, Evan Lucas!
Wow, what a crowd. Okay, so some of you might know I do not follow politics, but that's not going to stop me from voting. Like I voted for Obama because he was black. And I'm going to vote for Hillary because she's a woman. Ass crack ugly, but a woman nonetheless. You know, I have my own reasons for who I choose, and you know, I also choose based on instinct. Like, you know, back in the day I voted for Bill Clinton because I had an instinct he was my kind of guy. And it turned out I was right. And the cleaning crews that are still at the White House using black lights and squeegees prove my point. So, gay marriage, I'm okay with it. But I read these really stupid things online, like the next thing they'll be allowing is marriage to dogs. It's just ridiculous. We'll talk later. But how about marriage to chimpanzees? You know, can you imagine me showing up to a work function and introducing my wife Zero? From the Planet of the Apes, sporting the latest fashions from Yves Saint Laurent, fully trained to curtsy and dance the waltz and grunt on command when I introduce her to the executives. It's like a dream come true. So, that does remind me though, I did recently meet this really pretty girl. And you know, she said she was very traditional, which was code for me having to pay. And so I'm like thinking, oh my God, really? I have to pay for company? And I spent 15 years doing that in New York City with Korean takeout. So we're out on this date. That's right. And you know, I was really enthralled to be dating. But try asking her what the word enthralled means. You know, at the end of the night, I asked her to, you know, give me some sugar. She ends up fishing through her purse for packets of Splenda. I try again and ask her to make out. She said she already did. And she didn't spend one dime all night. I found out she'd actually been raised in a remote area of the San Jacinto Mountains, and then everything started making sense. I was only like the 6th person she'd ever talked to. She was like one of those women that escaped from a sex dungeon after 19 years. I mean, her ignorance was so dumbfounding. The only media she'd ever been exposed to was reruns of Gilligan's Island. And I'm pretty sure she thought I was the skipper. Definitely not Mr. Howell, because I'd cringe every time she ordered an entree above $7.99. So, now you know the kind of women I like. Decimated self-esteem to match my own. And hopefully physically flawed, too. You know, like a cute girl with a huge birthmark splotched across her face. Or maybe a hottie missing an ear. You know, the other day, I saw this beautiful Asian girl with no arm. Ding, 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 ding. Just completely sexy and hot. So, as I was ogling her stump, I felt hope rising up inside me. This girl might actually be attainable. And in general, I'm not really chasing the ladies. My idea of intimacy is some quiet time with a ham sandwich. You know, I'd parties I overheard friends talking about sloppy seconds. That would send me on a hunt for leftover sloppy joes. My Indian friend told me he was from Delhi. Yeah, me too. Katz's Deli on the Lower East Side. My favorite food, menu. So, as you can imagine, clothes shopping is a nightmare. You know, I go to Destination XL. It's like Nordstrom's for the hefty crowd. You know, they have these shirts with like the fat guy racing stripe. You know, they're trying to say this fat person is actually a speed demon. DXL is like the only clothing store there is for fat people, so there's very little variety for us. You know, I can see a fat guy out on the street and know everything about what he's wearing. Oh yeah, there's good old model 8606 from DXL's Expando series in racing striped teal. Now the shirts run from 2XL up to 8XL, and you do not want to run into these ornery 8XL people. They have good reason to be pissed. Our clothes are priced for the square yard. Buying a shirt is essentially a real estate transaction. At DXL, they measure your circumference. Taking a walk around the store is called an orbit. I went to buy a towel. Apparently, they don't make bath towels in my size. For me, there's something called a bath sheet. That's bullshit. I mean, it's better than calling it a drop cloth or spinnaker, but I still felt really ashamed. I don't know why I get so hung up with this body image thing. You know, in public I put on a show and eat only really healthy things. But when I get home, there is a speed demon inside me. He comes out during commercial breaks, frantically rushing towards the refrigerator. I guess I just want to have my cake and eat yours too. Thank you.